He's tasting lots of beer from wherever it is brewed, comparing different brands and reviewing them for you. You're watching Josh's Beer Tube.
Hey beer tubers, I am back, and today our challenge is slightly unorthodox for me because we're going to do my least favorite beer, light beer. So today we have Miller Lite. I found both in tall boys here. Coming in at 4.2%, surprisingly high for a nice light beer. It's probably one of the most ubiquitous beers sold in the United States right now. And fortunately, we've got a craft beer equivalent. Now, typically, craft beer brewers, they shy away from light beers. There's not a lot of flavor profile to be had there, and generally the craft beer crowd, this isn't what we're looking for when we go out. But it's nice that this Whirlpool Nite Lite is trying to compete in the world with the Miller Lite. So we'll see how they stack up. So I'm going to crack the Miller Lite here, see what we're looking at. So, I mean, you know, we've all seen Miller Lite. It's that really light golden hay color. It's got a nice, decent head on it. I managed to find a clean glass so it's not sticking to the edges. Kind of smells like that, you know, just that little cow pasture feel, little bit country, a little bit clean. Nothing really to speak of. And then let's give it a taste. It's exactly how I remember it. It's a light, it's an easy drinking beer. You can feel a little bit of the carbonation. It's clean. It's just a well-made beer. And honestly, a lot of the times I talk to craft brewers and I ask them what their after hours, what do you crack when you go home? And a lot of the answer is either Miller Lite or the High Life. High Life. So now we've got our local Somerville here, Nightshift. Now these guys, while they're still craft beer, they are coming up in the world in terms of production. They're probably going to be, I would guess, top 5 in production in Massachusetts by the end of this year. So we'll see how long they stick in that sort of craft beer layer before they start creeping up towards Sam Adams and some of the other big craft beers, whatever that distinction is. So we look at this guy next to the Nite Lite, next to the Miller. It's a little lighter. It's got a little more clarity. The head's a little looser. It's a little smaller. There's a lot more bubbles coming up through the beer. Looks nice. Pretty much smells exactly the same. Like if you had to make me choose, I probably couldn't guess which one was which. This has got a little more flavor to it. It's got a little more bite on the back end. It just feels a little colder at the back of your mouth. And while it doesn't have that same sort of retro taste I like about Miller Lite, or, you know, can stand about Miller Lite, it's these guys are pretty close. I mean, head to head, it's tough to say. The good thing about these guys is you can drink them all day. They're great after sports. You get off a bike, and this is what you want to have. I have to say, I'm gonna just barely edge out Miller Lite for our craft beer equivalent, the Nite Lite beer. These guys are, I mean, a couple more bucks more, but they're not trying to break the bank, and they're trying to compete against the big guys. I think they're doing a great job. So this one I give to Nightshift. Congratulations, guys. You're going to win my head-to-head light beer challenge. Thanks for listening.